Overview of speech number 1, the commemorative speech. This is the first major speech that you'll be delivering in class, one of the 3 required speeches. And I just wanted to take a moment to go over a few items that are in the folder and highlight a couple of things about the assignment. So I've just opened the folder, and what I'm going to do is walk you through each of the items briefly. First of all, right here at the top, you're going to notice that there are several steps to creating your commemorative speech. I've provided both a list of objectives and the steps that you'll be following to achieve these objectives. These steps are listed in order, and the materials in this folder correspond to the steps that are listed here. So please take a moment before you begin to review those items. The first step that you'll see is to review the commemorative speech assignment. All you'll do is click on this, it'll open up the assignment, and you'll see all the parameters of the assignment. It's a pretty straightforward assignment sheet, but I do want to point out a couple of things. The commemorative speech is a practical speech based on the 2 types of speeches that you might give in your life, a wedding toast and a eulogy. While the speech is not intended to be a wedding toast nor a eulogy, it's simply a commemoration of someone, either an individual, a group of people, or an event that has been important to you in your life. The topics are of your choosing, but you will see under suggested topic areas some specific things that I suggest you may want to talk about if you're struggling for ideas. When you write your commemorative proposal, a process that will help you think through some ideas for your speech, you'll be able to apply some of those topic areas. You'll notice, secondly, that we have a time limit. There is always a time limit on our speeches. As you may remember, for the required speeches, they must be at least 5 minutes in length. Again, the proposal is designed to help you develop enough ideas that you can speak for at least 5 minutes. The only way that you'll really be able to figure out how long your speech is if you time yourself. And in Unit 1.4, I have a couple of suggestions about how you can do that. Please note that there will be a penalty of 1 point for every 15 seconds over or under time. This is to emphasize the importance of using time effectively as a speaker. That's part of nonverbal communication and one of the things that we'll be practicing on this speech. There aren't any special sources of information for you to utilize in this speech. You just have to use your knowledge and experience of the person, group of people, or event that you're commemorating. You will turn in an outline, and in the folder you'll see in a couple of moments that there is a sample outline posted for you to follow. Please note that you are not allowed to take your outline with you when you rise to speak. This is highlighted right here. Remember that we are practicing extemporaneous speaking, which means you're preparing and potentially using a few notes, but that your message will be more authentically delivered because you'll be speaking from practice that you've done. Down here, note that you do get a 10-point bonus for no notes, and you have a 10-word maximum on 1 3x5 index card. Again, this is to enhance your use of extemporaneous delivery. In Unit 1.4, there will be a little bit more information about how to make that happen. There are a couple of other important considerations. One is your visual aid. You do want to have a visual aid, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. You do want to be creative if you'd like to. You can use music, poetry, photographs, or other items. One of the most important things that you have to consider for this speech is your attire. There is a list of things that you should not wear, so please make sure you review that. This is a semi-formal speech, so while I'm not requiring that you wear a shirt and tie or a dress to deliver, there are some things that you should avoid because you want to make a strong impression of yourself as a professional person. And typically the guideline is to dress in business casual wear to emphasize the use of your body and what you put on it as a speaker. You do have to turn in a copy of your outline, and there is a place for you to be able to do that in this unit, and you're not required to cite any sources. If you have any questions about the assignment, don't hesitate to ask. In addition to the speech assignment, you will see here grading criteria. there are several items that you're graded on, and you'll notice that the grades are weighted. You'll see those weights here in parentheses. So as a speaker, you can make some determinations about where you're going to put your emphasis as you're preparing your speech. You'll notice that the main emphasis is on these top 3 items: introduction, development of the body of the speech, and your conclusion. You'll notice that delivery has less emphasis. It's not to say delivery is not important, but for this particular speech, we're really focusing on structure and development of your message. So take a little bit of time to read about what those criteria are looking for. You can also watch a couple sample commemorative speeches. I think I have about 5 or 6 of them posted here. They are typical student speeches that have been delivered in class. Some are from my online class, some are from my face-to-face classes, but they're a pretty good representative sample of the types of commemorative speeches that I do see. Next, you'll see the commemorative proposal. As you're developing your speech, the proposal is designed to help you think through your ideas before you write your outline. I found that most of the time students want to jump right to creating an outline, and they haven't thought through their ideas sufficiently before they start putting the outline together. So the proposal is designed to help you think through those ideas before you're actually putting together your outline. This will be especially beneficial since your grade is really focused a lot on structure and development of the body. You'll also notice that you are given some groups to which you will post your speech proposal. So once you've done that, the intention is for your group members to take a look at your proposal and provide you some feedback. This process is known as peer editing and has been one of the hallmarks of the classes that I teach. At the end of the semester, students regularly report that going through the proposal process and peer editing process really helps them develop much more effective speeches. This process also, frankly, prevents you from procrastinating. I know that many students would really like to prepare their speeches the night before they're due, but that really isn't very effective. So by asking you to engage in this process of putting together your proposal, it's helpful for you to do that and get the feedback to think through your ideas before you have to begin rehearsing. And then there is a copy of a sample outline, because once you're done with your proposal, the final step is to create a written outline. You'll see that the outline is done in sentence form, and I really prefer that you submit a keyword outline. It's pretty easy to create one, and if you need help in learning how to do that, refer back to chapter 10 in your textbook. It will provide you information and some good guidelines on how to create an outline. If you are delivering your speech on campus live in front of your peers, I'd like you to bring a copy of your outline with you. If you are delivering your speech on your own and recording it on your own, please do submit a copy of your outline right here. Either way, I get a copy of the outline. The reason I ask those of you coming to campus to deliver your speeches to bring an outline is I use it to help cue you if you get stuck on your speech. And then finally, you'll see at the bottom here a place for you to upload your assignment and complete your peer review. You are actually going to have 2 parts to this assignment. You're going to do a self-review, much like you did on your Who Am I speech, and you'll also be doing a peer review of other people in your group. If you're coming to campus, we will take care of those peer reviews face-to-face. If you're recording on your own, we'll be taking care of those electronically through the system in Connect that will enable us to do peer reviews. So that should give you a good overview of the assignment. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to contact me, and I look forward to seeing what your commemorative speeches are like in just a few days.